Hi, I am Photonium, and welcome to my 2026 in-depth guide to Oxygen Not Included. And today I'm talking about what's called tile hardness, and basically what that means is I'm talking about when liquids will break natural tiles. So if we were to dig down through here, or dig under here, when will the water break through and when will it be safe? So there's kind of a lot that goes into it, and let's get started. So sometimes if you have water next to a really weak tile, the water pressure will break through the weak tile. So I'm going to show you how you can tell which ones will do that and what you can do about it. So if we click on algae right here and look, it says hardness 2, very soft. If we click on dirt, hardness 2, very soft. Sandstone, hardness 10, soft. And let's do granite, hardness 80, very firm. Igneous, hardness 25, firm. So anything that is soft or harder will not break. And interestingly, if you look at sand, hardness 10, soft. Sand will not break. So if we dig down here, and we're going to do this just to show you. If we dig to here, this sand will not break because the hardness is 10. It will not break through the water. This sandstone won't break either because its hardness, it's 10. Yeah, its hardness is also 10. They're both soft. This fertilizer, very soft, could break, but it won't. And the reason is there's not enough pressure here. So if it's towards the top like this, it's not going to break. But this one would. We're going to dig to here just so I can show you the first part. And then maybe we'll stick a ladder here so we can dig down even further. And do our little experiment. So we've exposed both of these tiles. And you can see, so what will happen is you'll start to see cracks in the tile, then it'll start to spurt a little bit of water, and then it'll just break. So, and it happens it doesn't happen instantly, but it happens fairly quickly. But this one isn't going to. So if we go a little bit further, and see this fertilizer down here at the bottom, we'll see what happens. Okay, so here comes Hassan, and we've dug down to the bottom here, and let's just see how long is it going to take. Look, it's already, you can see the little crack there, and it's spurting out. You can see the little cracks in the tile, because this is a soft tile with enough water pressure that this water will break into it. It will break it. So, and this would be your warning. This would be your warning to run over here and put a tile, like right here, to stop the damage from happening. But instead of that, we're just going to keep an eye on it. And is it happening? So this amount of water, 7.7 kilograms, it's not going up, which is interesting. I thought it continually leaked. That's why I'm saying that. And of course my dupes are doing other stuff while we're doing this, but we are going to pay attention to the leak. So I dug one lower because nothing was happening, and I wonder if this changed a little bit with the new aquatic DLC, which I do have installed. But you can see it's breaking. I just dug one tile lower, and we're getting the leaking more now. So I think the water on this side of the tile was stabilizing it. And now it's not, because there's just gas there, carbon dioxide. And you can see, there it goes. So that is what it's going to look like if you dig next to weak tiles like this. very soft. So yeah, and the same is true if you dig underneath water. So if we were to dig right here, for example, this algae is very soft and it would break. I don't know if it's going to break with only this much. I'm not sure how much pressure it needs to have. If we dug right here, well, never mind that. If we dug right here, the sand would fall and then the water would come out. It's not exactly the same as a tile breaking like what we just saw. Sand won't break, but it will collapse. This, on the other hand, would collapse because it's all sand. This would not break because it's 2 tiles. Fertilizer would break. And this is definitely enough pressure for it to break. This, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the cutoff is. And the only other thing is, okay, so what if we went and put in tiles here? If we just put tile all the way across, this would be safe, then you could dig underneath it. And that would be perfectly fine. However, I just want you to know, if it's deep enough... Oh, I need to do something about this. Hold on. There we go. If it's deep enough, the tile can break through regular tile. The water, if it's got enough pressure, can break regular tile. And another thing that can break them is if you dump a heavier liquid into a lighter liquid, like say if we dump salt water in here, the salt water can overpressure at the bottom. If the pressure is high enough on your tiles, then it can break through sand, like built tiles like this rather than natural tiles. It can break through them, so just be careful. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you got something out of the hardness explanation, and like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.